Today on the channel, we take a visit to jail. Beautiful this time of year with good old Dominik Mysterio, WWE Mattel Elite 109. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another WWE Mattel Elite 109 unboxing and review. And today on the channel, like I said, we take a journey to jail with Dominik Mysterio. But for all your Dominik Mysterio needs and a whole lot more, make sure you end up ringside collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Got to get a deal out there. And of course, Dominik Mysterio, no stranger to the basic, main event, whatever you want to call it, line. Of course, no stranger to the Elite line as well. And by my count, this could be his 5th figure. No, you count that Build-A-Figure when he was a kid, this is his 6th figure. So is it time for a Dominik Mysterio top 5? Or is it too soon? I think it's too soon, but we do have over 5 figures of Dominik Mysterio here over the last couple of years, and a guy that's all over TV. We see him every single week and getting quite the reception, as we do know. So Dominik making a good name for himself in the wrestling industry, as we have seen, and really caught fire during this moment when he had to go to prison, I guess jail technically, the clink as it says on the box. That's really where his career just really took off from, if you ask me. Very cool TV, very cool things happened with that, and still happening to this day as he is a part of Judgment Day. Still feuding with his dad back and forth and others, but he is a staple on TV, as we do know. But of course, another thing we do know is how we're going to do this review, and that is where we're going to take a look at the packaging, we're going to talk about it, we're going to unbox it, we're going to talk about it, we're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, let's see what old Dirty Dom is up to here. Dirty things for sure. WWE logo, Dominik Mysterio, glamour shot right there, Elite WWE. Mean mugging on the side. Oh, he's mean mugging right there. Elite on the bottom. Dominik Mysterio, certified authentic. And he was that night in jail. And then on the back, of course, you got the glamour shot, tail of the tape. We got all kinds of cross-selling going on down there. We're unboxing every single one of those. We got all that going on. Jibber jabber down here. And of course, I should mention, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're unboxing every single one. At the very end of the week, we will do the Shinsuke Chase, and we'll rank the entire way from my least favorite to my favorite. Let's see what the blurb says about our old friend Dominik here. From San Diego, California. Oh, the old 619. How about that? Height 6'1". Beautiful this time of year. I should also mention that. 200 pounds. Finisher, the dreaded frog splash. Oh, watch out for that. After spending 24 hours in jail for assaulting his father, Rey Mysterio, Dirty Dom returned a changed man, forever scarred from his day in the clink. And nobody wants to spend a day in the clink. He was scared straight that day, I bet is what happened there. And I haven't been in the clink since prison, and I went to a prison many years ago, and it was called Oz. It was crazy. It was crazy out there. There was this guy named Adebisi, and he'd always pick on me there, and Vern Schillinger was another guy. He was always picking on me, trying to have me join up with him, and I'd say, Vern, I don't want any part of this. I don't want any, and keep this Adebisi away. And Vern was very helpful keeping Adebisi away. I never understood quite that dynamic, something about swastikas and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. I stayed out of all that stuff. I hung back with my boy Beecher. Beecher and I, we had quite the story arc, and there was cameras following us around the prison that time, but for some reason, I was never shown on screen. So I don't know what happened there, but I'll never forget my time at Oz. It felt like it was maybe in the 90s. Who knows? Somebody fact check all of that. I wouldn't, but you could if you wanted to. Let's see Dominik Mysterio out of the package here. Should also say North American Champion, SmackDown Tag Team Champion, some of his accolades. See you later. Does anybody think he'll ever hold a world title? You guys let me know in the comments below. Is he world championship material? Could it happen in 10 years' time? You guys tell me, but there's old Dirty Dom doing dirty things. Dirty things. That's what he's up to. And we all love to do dirty things from time to time, I'm sure. I'm sure we do. And I'll power through those twist ties. See you later. Goodbye. Todd McFarlane style. Shout out to Todd McFarlane on the couch. Not paying attention. Probably counting the days or counting the hours down to his next shower is probably what he's doing. We are locked in with a little rubber band action right here. There it is. See you later, rubber band. And we got the dirtiest of Doms out of the package. We're ready to go. We're ready to dive into this one. We'll do some comparisons later on in this video, so stay tuned to that. Two Fists, the Dominik Fury. And I know if you ever spend time in jail or prison, you better know how to use these dukes. You got to square up and you do it Popeye style. You say, okay, guy, you want to steal my food? Let's go. And that's what you got to give one of those. Or maybe you just get the craziness going. Who knows what you're up to. But All kinds of crazy stuff in prison, as we do know. But now we're getting down to old Dominik himself. And what really sells this one is all the extra goods here. Of course, you got the soft goods coat over the top, the old flannel looking nice. He looks, dare I say, bowdy and rowdy. Like a young Conan. We're keeping it 100, 500. What is it? I can't think off the top of my head. But shout out to Conan and Disco Inferno. Conan used to message me on Twitter every once in a while. Hey, bro, do you watch or listen to my podcast? I don't know, bro. Do you watch my YouTube channel? Did we just become best friends? I don't know. We never went that far with Conan. But Conan, heck of an introduction speech for Rey Mysterio a year ago. Amazing. If you never saw that, check it out. But shout out to Conan right here. Reminds me of his flannel back in the day. And then you got, of course, the do-rag, I guess we'll call it, the handkerchief around the face. Obviously, it's not because he's a prisoner trying to hold his face. I think he's been cleaning toilets, things like that. He was trying to keep covered up in prison. I'm sure that's why that was there. But we do get that. We do get some sunglasses going on. So I'm here for those sunglasses. Just about flipped them into eternity right there. But he's got some nice Ray-Bans going on. These would be great for a custom Kyle figure. And actually, I got a Kyle figure right here. Will these fit? Ah, it doesn't fit. Doesn't fit. Too small on my big head. Unfortunate. That would have been a good one. Could have had another set of that right there. But looking good there, of course. Now, how does this? And this just peels off. Just easily comes off and on. Does this work on here? Could I wear this around my face? No, it does not work on there either. So, Jazzwares, get out of here. You Jazzwares and Mattel, you just don't cross those streams, as we do know. Purple handkerchief, white accents against it. We've seen those in the past. Really, this is a 2-in-1 figure in a lot of ways. And the flannel, looking extra cool here, of course, just slips right off. Probably good to take the hands off. Always easier to take clothing off and on when you remove the hands, of course, as we know. So one off. Can I slide this one off without taking the hand off? Oh, I think I could do it. There it is. All right. And I haven't seen a flannel this nice since Roddy Piper in the Hollywood line from Mattel a couple years ago. A year ago, 2 years, what is time once again. But a very nice flannel here for Dominik. I think if you're only displaying this, if you're not buying 2 of these, whatever, that's the way you got to go. You got to display him in a straight up thug look. But if you want wrestling Dom, you can get a little of that going on right here. You can mix and match and do some other things. And like I said, we're going to put out some tips later on in this video, so stay tuned for that. But Dominik, it definitely looks like Dominik, but he looks a little darker, a little sadder. He spent some time in prison or jail or the clink, whatever you want to call it. He's been there. He's got the mullet going on, looking extra good, of course. Got the eyes there, a little tattoo under the eye as well. Oh, our poor Dominik. He's grown into nothing but trouble. Nothing but trouble. But he does got all the tattoos on the arms like we're used to, all the way down to the hands. Looking very, very good. Good tattoo work on old Dominik. Hopefully he doesn't regret it later in life. I guess we'll see what happens there. He's got a DM on the back, and that means his DMs are open, ladies. I heard he just got married, but somebody can fact check that if they want to. We got DM back there. So DM's opening, defining moments. Oh, Dominik Mysterio. That's probably what it means. There you go. How about that? But black shirt, of course, very plain Jane in the front, I guess. You do get the pants down here, tights, whatever you want to call them. You got those kind of Mysterio wings, we'll call them. We got that going on. You got the scales of justice for the old Judgment Day down there on the boots. Black boots as well on this. But besides that, fairly plain, I will say right there, and especially on the back as well. So, like I said, I think it really leads itself to displaying him with all that kind of stuff. But if you want a wrestling Dom, you want that, you got this as well. Now, of course, articulation arm's going to go all the way around for us. Bicep cut, double jointed, pinless elbows. We're here for that. Hands back and forth, side to side. Head removable. Bam, we're just like that, side to side, back and forth. You do get the waist articulation. You do get the ab crunch. Those big old Dominik Mysterio prison splits. You never know when you might do the splits in prison. You can also do the thigh cut right there. Double jointed knees. Boot cut, ankles, back, forth, up and down. All the usual articulation. Dare I say, playing all those articulation hits. I said it. There you go. And he does fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. And that's Dirty Dom. Definitely prefer it with all this look on. But, like I said, a bit of a 2-in-1 figure in some ways, as you can have him like this if you need to as well. Did mention the last version here. He's got the Judgment Day shirt on, looking pretty good. New head scan for Dominik. This one, definitely more Dominik current day, I will say, at least with the hair and everything. It's kind of the progression. You can put that little kid Dominik here. You can just do the good guy Dominik, little kid Dominik, good guy Dominik, into this one, into this one. It's like the thing of man, like the ancestors of everything. It kind of feels like that thing in a smaller degree, We also got the basic Dominik Mysterio over here. Now, one thing you could technically do, instead of buying 2 of these, maybe you pick up this basic a little bit cheaper. You throw all this stuff on his basic figure, and you could just go that way direction if you want to. If you want to be able to use all this stuff, make it a little bit cheaper if you need to. Really is choose your own Dominik Mysterio adventure at the end of the day. But I definitely prefer getting 2 of these, I think. Yeah, you got to go all out for the elites at the end of the day. But you could mix and match some things. Also, you could take this Judgment Day shirt off this one, throw it on here if you want to. This one has a little bit more ornate outfit underneath, so you could move some things around that way. Really is truly choose your own Dominik adventure. Once again, at the end of the day there. But Dominik, pretty good. Not a bad figure here, but definitely better with all the extra accessories. That's what makes this figure, in my opinion, and probably yours as well. But speaking of your opinion, what do you think of this figure? A pick up, a pass, a long game, a no game? You got too many Dominiks already? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, don't forget to thumbs up and like this video. Always helps the channel. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel or my other YouTube channel. 2 channels with content every single day for you. And then, of course, the Patreon for all the early access to both channel videos. Tons of other content. Check out the Patreon. Support the channel. Once again, you can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. Don't forget my book, The Complete Guide to the Jakks Class Superstar Series. Hardcover, Barnes & Noble. Softcover, recommend to get on Amazon. Thank you to everyone that picked one up. And if you want an autographed copy for whatever reason, or you want to reach out to me, hit me up on social media. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads and on Instagram. So for Dominik Mysterio and my time in Oz, I'll see you guys all real soon.